Sudden running injuries are often blamed on overuse, a catch-all explanation that suggests a runner simply did too much, too soon. But emerging science paints a more complex and unsettling picture. Many acute injuries occur not just because of cumulative mileage, but because of a confluence of hidden factors, biological, mechanical, and even genetic, that prime the body for failure in a single moment. It's not just the long run that breaks you. Sometimes it's what's already lurking beneath the surface. Mechanically, the human body is a masterpiece of movement, but it's also vulnerable to slight imbalances that quietly build strain. A subtle difference in leg length, a weakened hip stabilizer, or a small loss in ankle mobility can throw off force distribution. Over time, this can load tendons and joints unevenly, without any obvious symptoms, until one step, one hard landing, one sharp turn becomes the last straw. The injury may feel sudden, but the stage was set long before. Biologically, fatigue and inflammation play a massive, often underestimated role. Muscles that are mildly overworked don't just feel sore, they alter biomechanics, reduce shock absorption, and slow reflexes. Inflammation, even at low levels, can degrade tendon resilience and disrupt the microscopic collagen fibers that provide structural strength. Add in factors like dehydration, poor sleep, or nutrient deficiencies, and tissue integrity starts to erode. The runner may look fine, perform well, and feel almost normal until a tendon tears or a bone cracks seemingly out of nowhere. Then there are the genetic variables, subtle differences in collagen type, joint laxity, or inflammatory response that can make certain runners more injury-prone no matter how carefully they train. Some individuals have connective tissue that's inherently less resistant to repetitive strain. Others may have a genetic predisposition to slower tissue repair, making even moderate stress risky over time. These traits often remain invisible until the first major breakdown occurs. This complex reality challenges the narrative that running injuries are purely the result of bad planning or weak discipline. A well-structured program, perfect pacing, and a conservative progression still can't eliminate the risks posed by these hidden variables. It also means that resting more or cross-training harder isn't always the answer. Sometimes the body's systems, muscular, hormonal, genetic, are already on a trajectory toward failure, and a single training session acts as the ignition. What's encouraging, though, is that awareness of these triggers opens the door to smarter prevention. Instead of merely tracking miles or following general advice, runners can dig deeper. Biomechanical assessments can detect asymmetries before they cause trouble. Blood work and diet reviews can reveal nutrient shortfalls that impair tissue repair. Sleep tracking and inflammation markers can indicate when recovery is incomplete, even if performance hasn't dropped yet. Injury prevention then becomes less about doing less and more about understanding more. It requires curiosity, customization, and humility. The body doesn't fail randomly. It fails when too many warning signs go unnoticed. And many of those signs aren't visible in a training log. Sudden injuries are rarely as sudden as they seem, but they're also not inevitable. With the right attention to the body's deeper signals, and not just the obvious ones, runners can reduce their risk. Not to zero, but to a place where progress doesn't come at the cost of breaking down. And in endurance sports, that may be the most important win of all.